Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. And a couple days ago, I actually showcased a PS5 gameplay demonstration that was from a place in Japan, a media outlet in Japan that actually got their full hands-on of the PlayStation 5, got to check out the launch times and how quickly the game loads for Godfall. And I gotta say, it is one of my most anticipated titles to play for the launch of the PlayStation 5, but I was unaware of something. I was not aware of a requirement that the PS5 game Godfall requires you to have. And we're going to talk about that today. This was also pointed out to me by my friend Damien on YouTube, who has a channel called Damien Deal With It. And other people in my live stream chat brought this to my attention. And I think this might change the outlook that some people might have on Godfall. For me, not so much. I don't know. I'm still iffy about it. But it still was interesting to see that this game requires this. But before we begin reading this article from VideoGamesChronicle.com, if you're not subscribed, why don't you click the red button down below and enable your notifications so you don't miss any videos that I have talking about PlayStation 5 related news, also Xbox Series X and Nintendo Switch. So let's begin. And this is the title that caught my eye and what people have been telling me. The PS5 launch title, Godfall, requires an internet connection to play. Game is also releasing for PC next month via the Epic Game Store, so requires an internet connection to play. Now, this day in the digital age and modern gaming history, internet connection is required on a lot of games. I mean, look at games like Apex Legend, Fortnite, stuff like that. So it can be expected. Now, if there's no story mode on Godfall, that kind of, I mean, like a single player offline mode, when I refer to a story mode, that's kind of interesting to hear about. So I completely was not aware of this. Let's go ahead and check out. So it says Godfall will require an internet connection to play despite being playable solo. So that's kind of weird. I guess maybe the internet connection is used for spawning like items, enemies, leaderboards. I have no idea. If it's solo playable, I have no idea why, which is why this caught my eye. So this is my first time looking at the article, so we're going to read it. It says, developed by Counterplay Games, published by Gearbox, the fantasy looter slasher will be a PS5 launch game when it's released on November 12th, the same day the PC version launches via the Epic Game Store. I was wanting to get Godfall. It says, Counterplay confirmed on Twitter that an internet connection will be needed to play the game, which supports up to 3 players in co-op. And you can see this was a tweet from a user called Nope. And it says, are we sure it's not online? Because here's the online listing from PlayStation stating it requires online play. And you can see has the online play and the PS Plus required for play thing. And Godfall says, Godfall is not a service game, but it does require an internet connection to play. So that was some disheartening news for some. I know some of my buddies and some of my people in my chat were like, what gives with this? Like, why would they do this? I'll give my thoughts in a minute, what I think about that. But it goes on to say, Counterplay has also labeled speculation the game will run at 4K native, 120 frames per second, incorrect. So, they're saying anybody saying it runs at 4K native, 120 frames per a second is incorrect, which is, I guess, might be a letdown if some people were hoping for that. This is performance, QA, and optimizations often the last step of development ahead of launch, and that tuning is ongoing for us. We'll share real numbers when that work concludes. So that's interesting that we're a month away, and some games we're still finding out facts and stuff that we haven't known about. Selected Japanese YouTube content creators live stream PS5 gameplay on Sunday, and you can watch all the videos. So this is the video glimpse that I showed you guys just the other day. If you guys want to take a look at that on the page, there's just some of the gameplay footage that showcase the fast loading times and how seamless the game transitioned from the loading screen right into the game and thick of things. Showcases some of the gameplay and stuff, and I thought, you know what, it looks pretty cool. I just never completely understood why, you know, the internet connection is required there. I guess maybe because they want it to be a seamless co-op. You know, you might start the game by yourself, but people can pop in and out at will in your game, I suppose. I have no idea. But it does look like a good game. I know there's some people who, in my chat and in my comment section, were real iffy on Gearbox. They were real iffy on giving Gearbox a chance. They said the Alien game that they made, I think Colonial Marines, was a bit of a letdown for them. And that they were just not really looking forward to it. So, honestly, the game looks pretty fun. It looks really good. I'm going to be checking it out for sure. Yeah, look at that. Definitely looks like it has a fair amount of action in it, fair amount of strategy, some challenge. I like the way it looks. I like the art. Like, look at the atmosphere in the background and stuff. It looks like it has quite a bit of detail in the environment. So, yeah, enough of that. So, to this internet connection issue, I know there was rumblings of people saying that they don't like it. That they don't like that it would require internet connection to play. I get it. I understand completely, and that might also scream microtransactions. I'm not sure if there is microtransactions in this, or if everything that you do in the game is earned via play. To me, it looks like it might not have any microtransactions. But I guess the internet requirement is so people could just seamlessly join in and join co-op on your game for up to 3 people. In this day and age, I find it almost unfathomable for somebody to not have an internet connection with their PlayStation or their Xbox or their Switch. Like when people are like, oh, I don't have an internet. I don't have PSN. I don't have Xbox Gold. I don't have Game Pass. I don't have Switch Online. It's almost unbelievable because of how much online gaming has grown, how much services and different options and features alone with the consoles that require some kind of internet connectivity, from downloading games to sending messages to playing online. So to me, honestly, requiring an internet connection to play Godfall for a console system, because let's be real, we're not going to be taking the PS5 out like a Nintendo Switch. To me, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all that it requires an internet connection, because I'm going to be playing it at home anyway, and I have PlayStation Plus. I'd be hard-pressed to find out how many people actually will be planning to have a PS5 without an internet connection at all. To me, I just think that's modern gaming, is having it connected to the online. So to me, it's not a big deal, but I know there's some people upset about it. Regardless of what or where you stand, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Godfall and it requiring an internet connection. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching as always. Have a great day.